Why are you unable to stick to your diet? Why do you keep on giving up, and why doesn't it ever work? Well, it's because you don't have the right mindset for healthy eating. Yes, there is a mindset that you need to have, and it is the mindset that people who are or seem to be naturally thin or not to have any problem with food have. But the good news is it's a mindset that is actually achievable for everyone, even if it may take some work and some time. Before I get into all the good stuff, there's just one thing I wanted to mention. If you've never seen me before, then you don't care, so you can skip to whatever number I will be putting up right here. Up to now, I've been doing pretty strict science-y videos where I just face the camera the same way for the entire video, and I learn a script, because that way I don't miss out on any of the facts or the details that I really want to give you. And I really like these videos because they're very informative, they're really information dense. I really pack a lot of value in as little time as I can. And I think that they're good for learning purposes, but I also wanted to try something a little bit different where everything is less scripted, where I just have a general outline of what I want to say, and then I just kind of say it the way it kind of pops into my head on the moment, because I feel like that will make me kind of connect with you better, and maybe the videos will be a little bit more entertaining. No, I still like the other type of videos. Again, I think they're really information packed, but I'll maybe try to alternate, do one kind of like this and then one like my regular videos. And these videos that I'm making right now will still be about nutrition and wellness and health and everything like that, but just in a little different format, if you will. And also I have a blog where I have lots of articles that I've already written that I like to adapt to video. So now I don't have any of these anymore. I'm all caught up, so I have to kind of figure something out. So that's why we're here. So this is going to be a more casual and chill video, and don't hesitate to tell me how you like it, and then we'll get into the good, healthy mindset stuff. I was starting with the actual video, and then I realized nobody watched my videos except my mom and 2 friends. So it's really funny that I'm taking the time to actually explain this, but whatever. So how do you get into a healthy nutrition mindset, healthy eating mindset? The first thing you need to do is you need to get into a growth mindset. Basically, there are 2 types of mindsets. You have a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. If you're in a fixed mindset, then you're going to think that everything that you've already done will happen again, and that it can't be changed, and that's the way things have to be, and there's no growth possible. But when you're in a growth mindset, then you're really in a place to learn, because you know that you can grow and learn. And this is super hard not having a script. I really need to get used to it. So basically, a growth mindset means that you know that things are always changing around you, and that you can change, that everything can change, that everyone can change, and it really sets you up for success. Because in the growth mindset, every time you have a little setback, you're just going to tell yourself that it's normal, that it's part of the growing process, that you're evolving, and of course there's going to be ups and downs, but in the end you're still going to grow. You might grow like this, but you're still going to grow. Oh sorry, I have to do the other way. You might grow like this, but in the end you're still going to grow, even if it's not like this. This may be subconscious, you may be thinking, oh yeah, I'm super open, I have a growth mindset, when actually you don't. If you have a fixed mindset, you're always going to be blaming stuff on anything else, rather than you. You're going to be blaming everything on your genetics, or the fact that you didn't have these habits when you were younger, so you can't get them now. And oh, today was a really difficult day, so I had to do that. And then you're just going to be finding lots of excuses, and then you're going to say, oh, this just never works. That's a fixed mindset. You've told yourself that it doesn't work, so why should it work? You really need to change the mindset and know that things can change, that it's possible. And again, change doesn't mean that it's going to be linear. There's going to be ups and downs, but you really have to believe that it can actually happen. If you failed with healthy eating in the past, and this is probably your case if you're watching this, and if you have a fixed mindset, then you're never going to succeed, because subconsciously you're telling yourself, okay, I've already tried all of these solutions and none of them work. Why should this time be any different? So that's why you have to change your mindset. And I'm going to give you a few tips on how to do that. What you really have to do is to find your why. Why do you want to do this? Is it really for yourself, or is it just because you want to look the way other people want you to look like? Is it really for your health, or just because you want to buy like smaller jeans? You really have to go deep in the reasons that make you want to eat healthy and lose weight, or not, maybe just eat healthy. If you tell yourself that you just want to lose weight to be healthy, that's too vague. You really need to find a why that's kind of precise. Like, if you want to lose weight, maybe it's because you want to be able to do some activities with your kids and to run around and to actually be there for your kids. Or is it because you want to get some good healthy eating patterns so that you can pass them on to your kids and they don't have to deal with what you're dealing with right now? Or is it just for yourself, because you really feel like this will make you have more confidence and feel better, and there's lots of things that you are preventing yourself from doing because you don't feel like you're at a good health point? I mean, there's like so many reasons. You need to find your reason or your reasons, and you really need to write them down somewhere and then look at them whenever things get hard, because things are going to get hard. And if your why is big enough, then it should pull you through no matter what. Write it somewhere, like make a nice pretty little sign with your why, make some little pictures if you want, a little collage, do whatever you want so that you can always have this why that you refer yourself to. This is really a very important point. And also, if you can't find your why, then ask yourself, do you really want to do this, or are you just pressured into it? Like, maybe you're perfectly fine with your body, you're perfectly healthy, and it's just other people that are pressuring you to lose weight. And in that case, then that's a terrible reason. So just stop, abort mission. Another thing you should do is you really need to define what food means to you. Kind of build a better relationship with food. So food is both for fuel and for pleasure. It's really important, and it can be for both at the same time. That's like the best. But you have to keep in mind that sure, healthy eating is great. It's awesome to fill yourself with good nutrients, like healthy whole foods that are going to bring you like so many good things. But it's also important to fuel your soul, in a sense. It's important to eat foods that are healthy for your mind, your soul, and that will really make you feel good. If you hate everything you eat, if you're constantly craving junk food, and if you like get super mad at yourself every time you like nibble on a cookie, that's not healthy. You need to see that. That is not a healthy mindset. A lot of people think that healthy is eating salads every day and that unhealthy is eating junk food every day. When in reality, health like encompasses all of these things. Really, I think that in order to have a healthy mindset, you need to be able to let go and have junk food once in a while. Like for me, that's part of a healthy mindset. So really, you need to realize that health is something global. And health is not eating a salad. You know, so many people have that in their mind. So really, you need to make an effort to realize that, and that will help you build a better relationship with food, a healthier relationship with food. And really, so many eating problems stem from not having a healthy relationship with food in the first place. And you need to stop seeing foods as good or bad. Like, foods are not inherently good or bad. A cookie can be super good if you're feeling down and you need like a quick boost of energy. If you're starving and you absolutely need to eat or else you're not going to be able to function, then a celery stick is not healthy food. You know what I mean? Like, it's all about the context. And there's a place for every food. You can absolutely eat absolutely anything and be healthy. That's what I do. I'm healthy. I really eat anything I want. Another important thing is that you should not aim for perfection. If you aim for perfection, you're going to be disappointed. Nobody is perfect. Nobody has a perfect way of eating. No one. If you want everything to be perfect, then you're going to fall into what is called, like, I didn't invent it, the all or nothing mentality. And if you want to know more about that, I have a video about it right here. So the all or nothing mentality is basically you're going to be thinking that unless you eat perfectly, then there's no point in trying to eat well. Well, I explained it better in this video, but you know, what I'm trying to say is that if every time you eat something bad, you think to yourself, okay, everything is ruined, I'm just going to start everything over because, you know, I just messed everything up. That's the all or nothing mentality. It means that if things aren't perfect, then they're not worth it and you have to let go of them completely, which is absolutely false. What I like doing is telling myself or telling people to eat mainly healthy or mostly healthy. That way, when you eat healthy, you'll feel good, you'll feel happy, and you'll feel like you're successful. But when you eat like some cookies or a brownie or ice cream or pizza or whatever, then you'll just be like, okay, you know, it's part of my mostly healthy diet, like whatever. You won't really think about it too much, and that's really what you need to do. The thing is, everybody has a different idea of what healthy eating looks like. For some people, eating healthy is banning all processed foods. For other people, eating healthy is banning all things that have like GMOs. For some people, like eating fruit is unhealthy. I mean, it's kind of weird, but you know, fruit has sugar and they think sugar is bad, so they don't eat it. For other people, eating meat is unhealthy. And there's like just so many different ways of eating healthy. Like when you see like the keto diet and like the vegan diet, they're basically complete opposites. And both people, like both groups of people who do them think that they are super healthy. So health is actually so different for everyone. So really this should help you to see that there's no one right way of eating, and there's no one way where you're gonna have like ultimate health and ultimate well-being. You really have to see health is on a spectrum, and there are so many different ways to eat healthy. You can't constantly be listening to what everybody is saying, like all the information you're seeing, and that will just cause you to like switch your diet every 2 seconds, and that is not sustainable. You need to figure out the foods that you enjoy, also foods that are healthy, like fruit and vegetables and whole grains. Even if some people think that whole grains, like grains, aren't healthy, but whatever. Do your own research, figure out the foods that you think are healthy, that work for you, and just maintain them in your diet and limit like the processed foods and everything like that we know aren't healthy, but it's absolutely fine if you have them once in a while. It's all about balance. Editing Lucy here. So while I was editing this video, I realized that it was just way too long and that you would fall asleep halfway through, so I decided to cut it into 2 parts. So this is the end of part 1, and part 2 will be coming, will be the next video on my channel. So if you enjoyed this video, don't hesitate to like it and subscribe, and then see you on part 2. Bye!